This is the Ms.FitVegan podcast, episode 233. You know what I realized today? I got a really stupid comment from someone, and I was like, you know what? This is so brilliant because it helped me realize that people that are not working on themselves will always try to criticize you and make you feel like there's something wrong with you for working on yourself. Because at the end of the day, my boo, there's something wrong with every motherfucking person. And I'm so fucking grateful that I can curse on this podcast. I don't know if you noticed, if you watch my YouTube or you follow me on Instagram or wherever, but I've been trying to curse less. But on my podcast, I'm going to be me. And I don't give a fuck. But so yeah, I got this long comment from somebody who was like, I want to read it, but I don't even know where it was. Oh, you know what? I think it was on my video yesterday that I did on food addiction, or this morning, or last night. I did like 5 videos yesterday. Wait. Okay, the video was called There's Nothing Wrong With You. Yeah, there it is. There's nothing wrong with you if you have a food addiction. Okay, and then this person wrote, recovery for 12 years. One problem I see is so many vegans think veganism is proper recovery from their eating disorder, when in reality, it's just a new eating disorder with the same all or nothing mindset: control, perfection, purity, safe foods, bad foods, obsession, fear, purging by way of mortality, etc. All I'm saying is to take a step back to consider the idea that you may have never recovered the beast. Simply, there's no commas, so it's like, I got to figure out the commas myself. Hold on. All I'm saying is take a step back. Consider the idea that you never recovered. The beast, there's supposed to be a period there. The beast simply evolved and you struggle to recognize it's still with you and now you love it. Like you said, you do you, boo. But from the outside looking in, 12 years and still can't buy a box of nuts because you'll binge, that's not normal behavior. See, this person, well, their name is vegan phobic. Okay, so that's number 1. Okay, they lost. But number 2, this person is not a food addict. This person is not a former food addict. Because if they were, they wouldn't be writing this comment. You know, I'm someone who has been working on myself for years. I'm almost 40. I've been working on myself for years. And of course, I have to take precautions and do things that are not normal behavior, because having a food addiction is not normal, but I have to work with it. And so the video was me talking about how I can't have certain foods in the house, like nuts, like unsalted nuts or dates, although I'm getting better with dates. For some reason, I don't binge on dates anymore, which I'm really blessed and really grateful. But like, you know, there's certain foods that I can't have in the house. Like chocolate, I really don't like it in the house. It's a trigger food for me, okay? Cashews, and God forbid we have chocolate-covered cashews. Forget it, okay? And so like trail mix and stuff like that. So like, long story short is this person has a problem with me sharing my experience and sharing my vulnerability and sharing what it takes to recover from a food addiction. See, most people like this person are not working on themselves. And when you work on yourself and when you figure out what works and what doesn't work in your life, you gonna look a little weird. You gonna look different. You gonna do things different. And you know what that means? That means you're standing up for yourself. You're setting your own boundaries. You're doing what you have to do to be healthy and happy and feel at peace. And just because I can't have nuts in my house, I mean, listen, I can have nuts in my house, but I'm probably going to eat them all. And I don't want to do that. And I'm working with myself now instead of against myself. Because you see, when I used to binge, when I used to have an eating disorder, when I used to eat up to 10,000 or more calories a day at night and be suffering severely. I was overweight, I had acne, I had severe depression. Well, when I had these things, when I had my eating disorder, I wasn't working with myself. I was lying to myself. I was saying, I can be normal. I can be just like everyone else. I don't have to eat everything. I'm going to buy the box of cereal from Costco because it's way cheaper here and it's just smarter to buy it here. And I'm going to be better, and I'm going to measure out a cup of cereal every night, and I'm going to eat that while I watch Netflix or Seinfeld. I didn't have Netflix. I had Seinfeld. And I'm going to be good, and everything's going to be good, and I'm going to treat myself to a cup because a cup is not going to do anything. And then that night, I would eat the entire box of cereal, okay? And so I was playing myself. And ever since I stopped playing myself and started treating myself and got into therapy and started doing the things that I'm going to do in my course, tapping, subconscious reprogramming, mirror work, okay? Affirmations, of course, are part of it. Working out is a part of it. Learning what to eat, learning when to eat, learning when to stop, learning how to know when I was full, learning to prevent binging. And once you go a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 6 weeks without binging, you're going to feel so powerful, and you're going to start to trust yourself again. Because back then, I didn't trust myself. I said I was going to do something, and then I did the opposite. I said I was going to measure out a cup of cereal, and I ate the entire box in one day. See, vegan phobic, what you have to understand is that you don't know what it's like to be a food addict. And I'm in recovery. Yes, 12 fucking years. I don't expect you to understand it. And you're not working on yourself, and you're not healing, and you're not doing the work, and you're not in therapy. How do I know that? Because you left a comment like this on my page. If you were in therapy and you had something to say about it, you'd probably make your own video. You'd probably be making your own podcast. You'd be expressing it. You know, no critic is ever doing better than you. Ever. Don't ever forget that, my boo. I love you guys. I thank you so much for listening. Again, if you'd like to be part of the program, we have a few spots left. I'm really, really excited because I've been talking to the ladies that are going to join me, and I've been talking back and forth with them for a while now, and I've been following them. They've been following me, and it's just going to be an amazing time. For 6 entire weeks, we are going to work one-on-one together every single day to break and release your food addiction. So if you have a food addiction, if you need to lose weight, if you need to clear your skin, if you've been waiting and wishing and praying and planning for years, this is your time, boo. This is your time to shine, okay? So send me an email, jd@MsFitVegan.com, and put the words "I am ready" in the title, like in the subject, so I get to it, because like I said, I get a lot of emails. And I love you so much, and I appreciate you, and thank you very much to Vegan Phobic for leaving me this comment to help me understand that, people that are not working on themselves are always going to think that there's something wrong with me for standing up for myself, for expressing myself, for doing things differently, for living a different life, for living my dream life. You know, people criticize me all the time, not to my face. Not to my face, my boo. But I promised I wouldn't say this because the person asked me not to, so I can't say. But someone was talking about me behind my back. And then when I met them a few weeks ago, face to face, they were so nice. They said they loved me. They even texted me afterwards. "Oh my God, I loved meeting you. I love you so much. I love everything you do." Meanwhile, they don't know that I know that they were talking shit about me, and I can't tell you exactly what, because if they're listening or the person's listening, they're going to get mad at me. But it was just absolutely amazing how people can talk about you behind your back. And they were calling me excessive and all these things in one way or in the other, just like because I go to all these extremes, or like eating, raw is extreme. But I think I said it the other day, boo, you want extremely amazing results? You got to do something extreme. If you want average, then do what average people do. Average people pay bills and die. That's not for me. Average people are miserable. That's not why I came here. Okay, sorry, somebody called me. I got to put my phone on Do Not Disturb when I'm doing these things. But that's it. That's the end of the podcast. I love you so much. I don't even know what I was saying, but this phone call distracted me. I love you guys. And if you want to stay cute, you got to eat fruit, right? Bye.